Hello.
Howdy. Howdy,
Hi,
y'all.
welcome to B2tv, our first B2tv Tuesday.
I'm so obsessed with B2tv, by the way.
It just sounds so good.
Right away, let me just tell you how nerdy I am. I'm like super obsessed with B2tv.
We got to start the way we want to finish, right? We'll just start being nerds and in the best
Yeah,
possible.
there's no hiding it. There's really
No,
just no hiding it. Should I put
there's
my
also,
glasses on? Will
go
that
for
help bring
it.
it out?
Bring
All
out the
right.
nerd.
Here we go.
Also, full transparency, this is the first live video, Facebook live video, Instagram live video that either of us have done. So you're going to
Yeah. So
just
if you'd like
learning
to
as
watch
we
people
go.
fail miserably, if like me, you like to go to YouTube and watch those videos where people like totally mess up, this is the place for you.
I'm just here to feed the blooper roll myself, like that.
Awesome.
You
Yeah.
know, give us a
Yeah.
quarter and I'll have it like full up.
It's too bad we don't have Chloe and George on here. Carrie's new puppy and Chloe's my dog, because this morning Chloe, when we let her out, ran full force into the screen door. So that would have been a great blooper for us. And you have a blooper on video, actually. You should post that in the comments later of George turning on the Roomba.
George and the Roomba?
Yes.
George is a walking blooper and I love him very much.
Right. So I guess we should introduce ourselves. Yeah.
Oh, they all know.
So Carrie, fun fact, Carrie and I have known each other really since the beginning, right? I met Carrie
like a decade almost.
What did we meet? Like, what's the year? Because I started B Squared in 2012. Did we meet in 2012?
It's got to have been.
Or was it 2013? It was 13?
I think 12 or 13.
Long story short, I've known Carrie since basically the beginning of starting B Squared in 2012. I started B Squared. We think we met 2012, 2013. But we wrote together for Social Solutions Collective. Remember?
That was the old SSC days.
That is how Carrie and I met. That's funnily enough, that's how Lori and I met as well. And now Lori and Carrie both
join us on the show sometime.
Yeah. That is how two of our team members came to be from Social Solutions Collective. So whoop whoop.
Here we are.
Yeah. All right. So you introduce yourself first. Should I introduce you and you introduce me? Should we be like super fancy?
Let's do it. Let's be
we're gonna
Karen and Georgia fancy about this.
Carrie Keenan, otherwise known as Jelly. That's my nickname for her. Is a social media superstar. She's worked with big brands before coming to B Squared, and we hired her to work with our big brands, our enterprise clients, and she is a rock star. And she likes kitties and puppies and taking long walks on the beach with her man, John. Was that an appropriate introduction?
That works. I have to walk on a beach in like 3.5 hours, so it's perfect.
I knew it. See?
I'm due for beach walking this very day. And I think anybody watching this right now does not know the awesome sauce that is Brooke Ellis, our woman in charge. She's in charge.
I don't know about in charge, but I try. Yeah. So
also not long.
Oh, no, you go.
But short rides on a horse are definitely in her future. I almost made that work.
Yes, I do love horses, and I have a riding lesson after this. So I have a cute top on top, but I have riding pants on bottom. Oh my gosh.
You have pants on, which is very, very important.
Oh, yes. We will be having a blooper show at some point where we discuss all of our own bloopers. And Amy has a whopper of a blooper to share. Hey, Amy. we won't give it away. That's her news to tell. All right. So, Carrie, enlighten the folks that are actually here listening. What is B2tv going to be? Hey, Chrissy.
B2tv is going to be our weekly video segment. They won't all be this live and wacky. They will be actually informative along the way too, just to get into the conversation about video using that format. And they're not all going to be about the topic of video. It's covering an assortment of video and social and marketing and like social ads. It's just going to cover the gamut of what we talk about like on the blog and on social ourselves, but just as a different way to look at it, using video, because video is not the hip, cool, trendy, all that the kids have to do it, but it's the hip, cool, trendy, all kids have to do it. So we're going to do it too, because it's proven to be such a great source for content for people.
Yeah, and I think it fits in so nicely, even though I have been avoiding video like the plague. I think it fits in so nicely with our marketing mantra, which is think conversation, not campaign, right? What better way to get the conversation started than to do it, if you can't be face-to-face, at least screen-to-screen with faces. How does that work? I mean, because we are face-to-face.
Well, right now, my view, you're standing on my head, the way I'm seeing it.
Oh, really?
Like, very Brady Bunch, like, can you get one of these going?
I love it. All right. Well, I mean, so we're digitally face to face. So we're DF to F. So yeah, no, I think DF to F is hugely important. I'm glad that you are forcing me to get into this and do this. And, you know, because we, you know, push so hard on think conversation, I think this is a really important thing for us to do. Not only that, though, video, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, Carrie, but video helps with SEO. So I forget, there was a stat somewhere recently that I read saying about something, if you had a video on your homepage that Google was more likely to rank your site, or your site would be more likely to be found, which we do have a little, not a video like this, but a little explainer video on our homepage. So that's one great reason for people to jump out into video. If, like me, you're a little bit nervous about doing so. Don't
be scared. If we can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, trust me. If you can do it, you can do it.
I'm going to make one more random reference. We're going to Thelma and Louise off this cliff for this video, and we'll just keep going.
Woo! Yeah. And there's other reasons to use video too. Like, what would be your like top tip for using video, or top reason for using video?
It gives you engagement in a whole different way. You're going to get, I know when I'm scrolling through my feeds, you might not stop at every all text image, but I'm going to stop at the video to be like, hey, what are they talking about? Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, look, a dog, which is, you know, obviously going to stop everything. And it's going to get you more engagement too, because you're speaking to someone. And like this in a live video, we've got Amy and Jenny and Chrissy all having a conversation back with us. And you're I think the stat is like 10 times more likely to get more engagement on a post if you have a video component along with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, obviously video has been touted a lot here recently, but something else to consider too is repurposing. So what we could do, for instance, not that I'm recommending that we do this, or maybe I am. I'm doing both. We could take our blog post, for instance, and we could repurpose them into like a video chat. So we could take a topic that we have posted about that does very well. Outsourcing your social media is one of our blog posts that not only does very well as far as traffic, but I've actually literally closed clients who have said they found us through social, they read that blog post, they ended up booking the free consultation, and we did end up closing them. But that would be a great, you know, way to repurpose that content and turn it into a video. And then I could go through and edit the post and say like, hey, there's a whole like chat we've actually had about this. Go see that video here. So that's something to consider as well, I think.
And it's easy. I know I had a conversation on Twitter through our B2 account after I had shared a post about video, and somebody asked me, and I feel bad I don't remember the handle, but asked, well, is it easy? How do I do it? She was concerned about not having a big fancy camera. You don't need a big fancy anything. It's easy technology. Right now I'm staring into my laptop, but I could pull out my phone and stream this live on something else, but that's just too complicated and I'm not going to do it because it might get a little weird.
Yeah, the biggest thing I need right now, which you are probably seeing, is I need a light behind my computer. I am also staring into my laptop, but I'm facing a wall. So I could use a light behind me for a little bit more lighting. But then also I think just like the headphones and the microphone, just to kind of cut out some of the...
Oh. And speaking of how easy technology is, Brooke's technology just failed her completely and she's frozen a bit. But it is something nice and easy. All you have to do, you need a webcam, a microphone, and a headset, and you're there. On Instagram, with the new Instagram videos and IGTV, you can just stream right from your phone and it'll go right up live. And there she's back, proving that technology is functional.
You have to be prepared for those technology woes. I mean, this is why I think we have two of us, because if one of us goes frozen, then the other person can take over, right? And I think
the other one just has to let it go, Brooke. The other one just has to let it go when we're frozen.
You did so well. Let it go. Okay, I'm really not going to sing. Not this early in, because I would totally.
You don't have the rights to that song anyway, so don't sing.
I think lastly, which I feel like people are getting a little taste of right now, if they are watching, all 6 people who are watching.
Survivors.
There's a strong emotional connection. I feel like if you've never met me before or you don't know me, maybe you've read some of my posts. I try to get like that tone and voice across, but if you're watching right now, I think they can feel my energy and the type of person who I am. I obviously don't take things too seriously. I'm really silly and goofy. I'm like a 12-year-old trapped in a 38-year-old's body. So, I feel like that the emotional way that you can connect with people through video is just huge, right?
Oh yeah, it's a new world of technology, and a lot of people are using it and loving it and embracing it. I was reading this morning, the QVC network is doing, this is not a plug, we are a non-spawn, but I was reading they're doing like Black Friday in July, and they're doing everything directly on Facebook Live. So it's just a new way to look at things in a different way. Like they're utilizing what they used to, well, they still do on television, but now they're doing it directly through your socials too.
That's so cool. Hey, you know what else? To combine 2 trending topics with digital marketing, you could take a case study that you had or, work with an influencer or vendor partner that you've worked with and have the written case study. So we have a couple of case studies on our site, but you could also then invite, let's say, that client on to do a kind of chat about the case study live. And again, it's just more thought leadership for you. It's a customer saying like, hey, this is B Squared being cool and doing what they say they're doing versus it being in writing. It just adds that whole emotional human connection element to UGC, or user generated content, if I'm not going to use my marketing jargon.
Marketing word bingo.
Ding. Yeah, so I like it.
I totally cut you off.
No, that's okay. I mean, I'm part of it though. This is us being real. It's not scripted. We're totally going off the cuff. And there's going to be, because there's 2 of us. Oh my God. I mean, have you ever been on a GoToMeeting with like 10 people? And how many times do you get like cut off by people? But there's like a GoToMeeting bingo I think you can play with like how many times. We should.
If anybody wants to start a bingo for B2tv bingo, I am down for it. I think we have to make that happen.
How many times?
Check the B Squared Instagram this week.
Yes, I'm writing this down. B2tv bingo.
It'll be a base camp to do by the end of the day.
Okay, we're totally making this, and we're gonna play it on the next one. So, Carrie, are we gonna try to do this weekly, like for reals?
We are going to try and do this weekly. We probably won't try and do the live weekly. We'll probably do some slightly less off the cuff, a little more organized and helpful recorded posts.
Less goof, more organization.
Less goof, more work, yeah. But I'd say like once a month, the 2 of us can just get on and just be our crazy self.
Yeah. We'll definitely riff, and we can also, do some AMAs, Asks Me Anythings once a month.
And we'd love to have somebody join with us.
Yes, I have already got
more people into our Brady Bunch squares, and we'll for it.
And also, I think we should end with, something fantastic, which we discussed a little bit, and I hope you prepared.
Uh-oh.
Carrie, before we end today's little quick introduction, what is your stupid human trick?
I can't say because it's going to be used in Gishwas this week, and we're not allowed to tell what we're doing until the hunt is over. But stay tuned. I will be doing lots more stupid things, tricks and otherwise. This week, I guess this week my stupid human trick is just being excessively weird.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're definitely weird, which is why I love you, because I'm weird. Okay, I've got one then. Mine, which you have to try. I feel like we have to try the other person's stupid human trick. So if we have somebody come on, we've got to do whatever it is they do that's stupid. Mine is that I can curl my tongue into one of those like clover things. So I'm gonna get really close to the camera. Can you do this? Not that one. It's taking that one step further. You got to go from that.
I don't think I can go full clover. And then she freezes again.
I froze.
You froze right pre-clover.
Okay. Here's the clover. Did I freeze that time?
No, but you now have full screen, so go for it.
Again? Okay. Here it is for the last time. My stupid human trick, which is the tongue clover thingy. If you can do that, we want you on this show.
And on that, we will leave you guys with a big thank you for joining us and playing along and letting us
putting up with our antics, for sure.
Getting a little shenanigan-y.
Yeah, shenanigans.
And we will see you next week on B2tv.
Bye.
Bye.